session that is getting ready to begin is Mechanics. This session is going to concentrate mainly on pace of play situations this year and how umpires should handle them. Pace of play this year is one of the criteria used when regional advisors are observing umpires for postseason consideration. In addition, some of your fellow officials will be guiding you through other mechanic situations that could come up during the season. In order to get the most out of this session, it is critical that each of you take an active role and participate in the discussions. Lastly, before we get started, I'd like to thank those presenters who have taken on the extra responsibility of helping with the presentation. In this first clip, please note that the pitcher has obviously violated the pace of play guidelines in Major League Baseball between pitches. Please take note of how the umpire calmly steps out from behind the plate and enforces the rule. Also, when asked, he gives a very concise answer to the manager that he is enforcing the rule.
Mentioned to you that game that I saw, one of the best I've ever seen pitched in the big leagues. Scott McGregor from Baltimore against a good hitting White Sox ball club. Threw a 3-hit shutout, struck out 10, and never hit 80 miles an hour. And 7 of the 10 were high fastballs.
And Bedard is now given a ball as if he went to his mouth while standing on the mound. Randy Marsh explaining. So the count now 2-0.
And a 1-1 ball game. Let's hope that could be a significant call. And he comes right back with a perfect pitch right on the outside.
Keep in mind, NC2A doesn't want that wave off. That's not acceptable. So keep that in mind.
I think there's a couple good points here with what Randy did. And at the beginning of the year, if you have a 20-second infraction, they have 12 in MLB. And what did Randy tell him, if you could read his lips? How many seconds was it? 14. It's kind of like a 10-second backcourt violation, you know? Once that clock gets to 24 and you blow the whistle and then it goes to 23, you look like the good guy. You got a 20-second violation, you're going to point a ball. And if somebody says something, don't say that it was 20 seconds. Say, hey, I gave him the 22 or 23. You know? I'm trying to speed the game up. Let's go. As opposed to just saying 20 and it's right at 20 and they can give you a shot. I think it looks very good that if you go 21, 22, or 23, that will kind of keep you out of a situation.
Any questions on that?
Well, you know, let me tell you what, the first time you're going to get confrontation, and that's what we were told this morning. I don't think it's a warning on balls and strikes, but I think you can give them a warning for pace of play, because I think we all know the schools, as soon as that happens, who's going to do that. And I would put a stop sign up. Said, no, you know what? We've already had 23 seconds. We're not going to have a discussion of this. It's pace of play. It's what the NCAA wants. Here we go. And point it in play, and then you know he's going to keep walking. And then, you know, you've done everything. You've enforced the rule. You've put up a stop sign. They violated it. You've given the warning. Now eject them. And I think if you do all those things and you send in a report, I think you'll be supported 100%.